Hello, Professor Bright here. Welcome back to A House of Many Doors, where last episode, well, we went to the Cathedral of Stolen Gods and stole some gods back, thanks to a Lucetta Quetzal, who, looks suspicious, if you don't mind me saying. Of course, it does give us a thing to do, and we will be headed to Ghoul Watch to return this 5th ode to Helaheth, along with other things that we can do in the south. But, gotta say, she looks very familiar, as if I've seen her in someplace less sunny than this. Possibly on the sea, if you get my meaning. Of course, the person I'm thinking of wasn't quite so soft-hearted, I suppose? It wasn't the sort that would, particularly care if, say, the Cathedral of Stolen Gods started moving again, and they started stealing gods again. As you do. Well, let's see here. I do want to make a quick stop at Gravespite, though. And yes, we could go after the Cruel Brute, but I'm a little iffy on doing that. Though I suppose we do have the hull to do it. And we are right there, so... what the heck, why not? Ancient Grimoire, which, again, I hate to do this, but I have a terrible memory. Where's the... There you are. Now, it was 3 grimoires I required, correct? Yes, possibly? Not entirely sure. Ancient Grimoires. Interesting. So, do I have enough, then? I have more than enough. So, we could also go, well, let me rephrase that, should go and, well, free our Poet Knight friend. Hey, get back, for the love, get over here. The Kinetopede barrels towards you, flying black flags, belching unhealthy-looking black smoke from a cracked chimney. Useless spikes have been added to its leg joints. A skeleton is lashed to its front like a trophy. Please just surrender, says a needling voice on the radio. Is that the Cruel Brute? If you surrender, I promise your death will not be as long and painful as it might be. My name is Brian Bright. You might have heard of me. Excellent. Now, everybody's a little bit... they're not terribly injured, I suppose. They're also not doing great. So, Chief Engineer, you're headed in there. And we'll pray for the best. Oh, there we go. And... hold on, I don't think I... oh, right, because I moved Lucetta. That makes sense. Woof. That's not very nice at all. I'm gonna have to finish them off for that. But everybody's fine in terms of damage, so, yeah. I'm pretty confident that this ends well for us. Except I need to catch up to them. Oh, maybe move myself out of there. Or they miss. And one of them hits. Oh well. These things happen. No, not the Plinky Susan. Use the tried and true mortars, because they're going to do more damage, in theory. Look, you're not going to run away from me. Well, you could run away from me, but you're not going to succeed is the thing. And you're also not going to kill me that way. You can do some damage, though. But, not important. It's fine. And seeing as you're broken, yeah, you're probably dead now. Just give it a moment to hit. And there we are. Your last missile hits something vital, and the Kinetopede balloons and explodes in a molten hot shower of shards. All that's left is a shattered, burning wreck. Searching through the wreckage, you recover the battered corpse of the Cruel Brute. In life, he was a monster feared throughout the house. In death, he is shrunken. So, to the City of Bridges, then. Ooh. Hey, Karchar. Delightful. A question, though. City of Bridges is... not that far away. I could just go for the 5th ode to, well, returning the 5th ode to Bezel, and then going to the right to City of Bridges. I think that's reasonable. But now we have to throw something overboard. I hate to do it, but these are the heaviest things I have, so... there we are. Alright. It's fine, really. I like golems. They're like a cool concept in general, but I haven't found any use for them, which makes me sad. Although I suspect they have to do with that golem launching weapon we saw a while back. Oh, okay, that kind of worked. Anyway, a little leftwards. See if we get a little bit more of the map cleared up. And then south and left and south. Nope. I've done my fight for this round. I think we're good. Yeah, cut it down for lumber. Really? Really? That's some heavy lumber you got there, buddy. Tusk of Elgan, 5th ode to the Karcharp. You know, if you're taking up all that space... he says. Oh well. Tell you what we do, we're gonna just burn the tree. Where did it go? I literally just cut down a tree, what the heck? Dream Salve, Toadskin, ball, da. How? There you are. We'll just burn 2 of them and be done with it. Harumph. Now we'll have to play in south. South and souther still. Come, just want to visit Gravespite. You know, see how it's doing. And there's my 1 lumber back. Nope, not dealing with your shit. Ah, yes. Ghoul Watcher tolerates living, but here in its smaller satellite village, they're much more suspicious. If you living folk love being alive so much, they ask how come you all end up dead. A good question, mostly because of the whole mortality thing, although it does seem like some people have been cheating that. I'm curious how. Most of the ghouls here live in their graves and stir only with reluctance. The quiet is infrequently shattered by someone yelling muffled obscenities at earthworms. Now, out of curiosity, just in case something interesting happens, knock on one of the tombs. They like to insist they're too dead to talk, but most of them are lying. No answer. Could this tomb be abandoned? There may be riches within for those not troubled by a little, grave robbing. Well, there's gotta be something valuable in there. You glance around to make sure no heads are poking up from their grave plots, then grab a crowbar and start levering open the door to the tomb. After a brief struggle, the stone crumbles and you fall into the arms of a desiccated skeleton. He grins at you inanely. Perhaps it was a ghoul, once, but it had rotted to a second death. Wasn't buried with much, a music box, a copper goblet, rusty sword. One of these might have some historical significance. Ah well. Well, rust and recover, why not? Gravespite has only one tavern, and it's almost indistinguishable from a cenotaph. Your crew shatter the silence with laughter and babble. When you finally collapse into bed, your sleep is peaceful and untroubled by nightmares. You say so. Not sure I would be sleeping in essentially a giant grave. Oh, what are you? A stolen tomb. A tomb snatched from another world. There's still grave dirt heaped beneath its headstones. A skeleton hand pokes up through the ancient soil. I mean, do some grave digging, of course. Maybe there's something valuable inside. You crawl into a stone cenotaph and find a beautiful jeweled reliquary. The finger bones inside are scrimshawed, a single phrase repeated dozens of times in an unknown language. Well, we found something. Oh, bugger it. Where's that lumber? Come on, lumber, where are you? There you are. Just burn it all. Enough. Humbug balderdash. I'm not dealing with you today. And we'll just go a little bit south, and then to the left, as far as we need to go. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that alone. You kids and your stone tablets. What the heck, more fuel. What's that hanging from the branches? A dangling shape. A desiccated corpse hangs from the tree, its head cocked at a jaunty angle, noose around its neck. Your crew pull it down, muttering among themselves superstitiously. Scuttle along. I should put those corpses into the museum, shouldn't I? Ooh, maybe get another one? No, just lumber. Which we will burn, because of course we will. It's only right. Yep, 2 more. What the... Okay. Wouldn't pay attention over there. Wow, we are getting a lot of trees. Whoa. Definitely near recalcitrance, you say. You and I have different definitions of close, but... Alright, might give that a look. In the meantime, though, there's a god to return. A fortress citadel bristling with spikes and cannons, heaving with the living and the dead. In Ghoulwatch, the dead not only walk, but run for office. It's a lovely place. Gather news. Ghoulwatch is a constant buzz of gossip and intrigue. Can't cross the street without tripping over a story. The incumbent Prime Minister, the Scarred, has been implementing dozens of new policies and trade restrictions. With his leadership coming to an end, he appears to be making up for lost time. Wander the streets, the city teems. Even in a ghoul's lifetime, there's too much to see and do. Oh? Even in Ghoulwatch, there are gardens and parks secreted in nooks of cold stone. They're lovely little spaces if you can ignore the corpses. Bodies hang from every tree, traitors who refuse to come back from the dead. A gang of human children are poking one of the dead with a stick and laughing derisively. They even start rifling through the dead man's pockets. I remember this one now. Chase them away. If he cared, he'd come back and tell us off himself, shouts the oldest child, tears in her eyes. You wonder for a moment if she knew the deceased, but before you can ask, the children have scattered. Straighten the dead man's clothes. Leave him as much dignity as can be expected in the circumstances. Pull up his sagging trousers, do up the belt, smooth down the jacket. There. It's not what you'd hope for in his shoes, but it's something. If you say so. I do want to visit the minister, if you don't mind. Just want to see if I have an opportunity to do something like this. Ooh. Deiform scab matter, you say? Oh, we're doing this immediately. Like, there's no question. Oh. Ghost bring you the minister's tribute. She gestures you to eat of her maggot-ridden banquet, should you desire. Before that, though. Thank you, I do like the fetch mirror, I really do. It's interesting. But this one, you try to speak, but your tongue is clay and your mouth is full of riverbed silt. You search the minister's face with imploring eyes, and she nods. She understands. The ghosts begin to scream. Deiform scab matter, though. What are you? We wonder. What exactly is that? Blood crust from the coagulant god. I have several questions, but okay. And this dread machinations, yes, fingernails scrabble excitedly against the arms of her fossil throne. I'll take a little bit of, reputation. It's impossible. Test of guts, you say. Well, that'll be all for now. Return this fifth ode to Bezhelaheth. There are too many syllables there. Bezhelaheth. There we are. The ghouls don't believe you at first. You are sent to speak with the gallows minister, dangling eternally from a noose in his vast crypt library, and show him the fifth ode. Many so-called newly discovered cannibal symphonies have been faked in the past, he says, arching his eyebrows sternly over his spectacles. You hold the note sheet up to his face, and he reads through it, humming the tune under his breath. Finally, his eyes widen. This is it, he whispers. The fifth ode to Bezhelaheth. I would recognize it anywhere, even after all these centuries. Amazing. Servants, deliver this sheet to the Church of the Cannibal Symphonies. They must see it immediately. You are bustled out of the crypt library and down the street. The dead priests receive you with joy. The rotten priests are enormously thankful and immediately start making copies of the yellowing note sheet. Please, begs the archpriest, come down to the god crypts and listen to the ode being performed. The living are usually not allowed to listen to the symphonies, but it would be our pleasure to make an exception. Of course, why not? You sit in the pews, surrounded by rotting undead and enormous stone sarcophagi. A ghoul priest sits at a church organ on a dais above you, hands poised. Then they flutter over the ivory keys like butterflies. The fifth ode swells, an inhumanly sorrowful dirge that soars throughout the entire city. It fills your bones with an old, aching grief, unlike anything you've ever known. The ghouls around you have their eyes closed, their hands on their long, silent hearts. And then it is done. The ghouls shuffle out one by one, each taking the time to thank you for returning their stolen snippet of god music. Intriguing. The Kinetopede. Oh, I suppose we should recruit the Karchar prisoner, shouldn't we? Press gang them. Always could use another gunner. Before we go further, stroke the troublesome pup. Cute little thing. I imagine it's like a little pug or one of those little small dogs. Or it could be like a little terrier. Aw. Anyway. Irrelevant. Oh, can't speak to Waif as well. Good to know. Repair the hall if you don't mind. And let's go elsewhere. To the west, to this new place. Recalcitrance, they said it was. Let's find it. Well, let's try to find it, I should say. Ideally, we can get there without getting into too much combat. And as long as we're not, killed by someone, we should be fine. It will be fine. All will be well. More lumber. Yay. Of course, I have to burn it. Harumph. Oh. A little bit... Well, I can go a little bit further west, I suppose. Just keep an eye out, see if there are any doors to unlock. Lord knows I have the keys to do it. It's just a matter of finding a locked door. Nope. Not today, friend. Not today. Oh, I should have gone shopping while I was there. Oh well. Oh well. Could have replaced my last Plinky with something else. C'est la vie. We have other things to do. Yep, there's the organ music starting up again. And south all the way. Alright, let's see what this recalcitrance is about. I imagine it must be a ghoul location, probably. Yeah. Just throw some coins in, why not? Got plenty. Well, 4,000. I have a reasonable amount of cash. I have stuff I need to use it for, but it'll wait. It's all fine. It's all good. Plus, I have an extra arcane grimoire, or ancient grimoire, whatever the term is, so I can burn that on something. possibly. Possibly selling it here. Oh, hello. You appear to have built your city in a god's foot. The city of Keys had 3 colonies: Vex, New Frontier, and Recalcitrance. One lost, one destroyed, one endures. Recalcitrance crowds itself inside the broken foot of what must have been an unimaginably tall statue. The statue collapsed, or was never finished. Only the foot remains, windows carved in its ankle, cannons poking under its toenails, curls of smoke and tips of towers rising above the shattered shin. Gathering news, of course. Before they even know you're a journalist, the people of Recalcitrance are begging you to bring back news of their plight to the city. The pale moths have attacked. The pale moths will attack again. Send word, create a hue and cry, you are told. Is that a flutter of white up there in the corner? Curious. Oh. Oh shit. Craft hull armor from your deiform scab matter. The congealed blood of gods is stronger than any metal. Yeah, okay. Right, there was that queen who was wearing a whole suit of this stuff. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Huh. I could armor my Kinetopede in the blood of a god. Yep. I have plans now. Wander the streets. A column of soldiers march through the cracked streets, blaring their trumpets and pounding their drums. Mayor Rackhaven stands at a podium as they march past, delivering a speech to the sullen crowd. We go once more to beat back the Lepidopteran threat, she declares. When we return, please check us for moths. If we are behaving strangely, kill us all before it is too late. But do not worry, as always, Recalcitrance shall endure. Hurrah! A few people clap and cheer. Someone sobs. Interesting. Now, I am aware that... One thing, I can do this right now. But I'm aware that there is... what's the phrase I want to use? Essentially, there's this achievement that says something about you becoming full of moths or something. I can't remember the details. So there must be some way for me to, well, participate in this war. Also, that gunpowder, 62 guineas. That might be enough that it's actually worth it. But, he says. Well, let's look over the map. Okay, so I can still, more or less, actually absolutely, make my way over to Penitence Bluff. Then I'm going to explore these 2 locations just because they're new, at least new to us. And just head over, Dan's Invulnerable Dreams, meet Pen Pusher's Contact, and just head back to the City of Keys, and hopefully by then we'll have accumulated enough money to buy a new house. And, well, we'll have seen what happens with Lucetta Quetzal's job. But for now, thank you for your time. Note the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below. Use them responsibly. And I shall see you all soon. Bye-bye.